Welcome, my lovely dears, to another salacious session of the Dark Manor. It's the glorious episode that you've all been waiting for, episode 69, wherein our intrepid delvers of the dungeon are first delving something else entirely. You're all getting visitations this morning, each and every one of you. This visitation is done by what appears to be a little fairy. They are about 1 foot in height, little fluttery wings, but they also appear to be bedecked entirely in delicious leather bonded straps and nothing else. It's hard to make out what this visiting fairy is saying past the ball gag, but she appears to have gifts for each and every one of you. Hooray!
Nice.
Nice.
Lizet, you receive an invisible bra. Supremely useful for backless dresses and still having a good old-fashioned push-up.
Mm. Fun.
Julia, you receive a lovely pack of bell polish. Get your friends involved.
I can polish my own bell, thank you very much.
I'm sure you can, but it's always fun with friends. Vernix, you receive a lovely bottle of what appears to be plant feed, except when used, it makes you very haunty.
What I've always wanted.
Heck yeah. And our handsome gay gentlemen get a large box of incredibly ribbed condoms for each of his pleasure.
Nice.
Maev does not tell you what she gets. You see the fairy flying out of her window, rubbing a bottom that has been flicked by the look of things.
That was gonna seem like some sort of like makeup kit or something like that.
Her gift was far too horny. It's like,
Um,
that's not how I am, Ray. So she spanked a bondage fairy and sent them on their merry way.
That'll
the
show
fairy
her.
probably enjoyed that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Not that she was thinking about that at the time.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You receive other visitations in the forms of, looks like just one of the workers at the Miners' Guild. They just sort of stop by each of your respective doors and hand off a little card that says Amelie would like to meet you at about 10 in the morning. Before they go off and get on with their day shift. Things have gotten busy apparently. Now that the iron layer is open, they have to take a wander up to the chapel first.
But isn't the mine the other way? Why are they going that way?
Oh, we got some kind of magic portal now. It takes us up there pretty much instantly down to the iron layer. Pretty dangerous stuff otherwise. We'd have to wade through silver. And I mean quicksilver, not jewelry silver. So, poison. Oh, and lead. Also poison.
Ooh.
Poison and more poison. Joy.
So yeah,
I
this
can't be
teleport
poisonous.
lets us skip them.
That can't be poisonous. We use that in paint, don't we?
And pencils. Stop licking your pencils.
Pencil lead isn't lead.
Not
It is
anymore.
Not, you're right.
Not anymore, it isn't.
No.
Yeah.
Not
Let me know if you ever find some graphite for these guys there.
Yeah, when do we get to the graphite layers?
Yeah. Graphite layer's probably
I
lower.
can't. What are the other uses for graphite? I'm now afraid to give you that kind of power.
Well, let's find out.
I know one other use, but I hope that, we could use it to store corrupted residium.
Let's see here. It's using
One of the
pencils,
first results is a
lubricants.
graphite bomb, so...
Yeah.
Let's see here.
No,
Batteries,
the graphite bomb
brushes.
is the accidental explosion of dust in the air, I think.
Oh, we could use it for a core of a nuclear
no,
reactor.
actually, it's a...
No?
Yeah.
It's a non-lethal weapon used to disable an electrical grid.
Oh.
It takes up
Right.
transformers and power lines. That's
It's
neat.
right. It's a
Neat.
chaffy thing.
Yeah, it's a
Woo.
chaff bomb.
It's used for like holding molten
Give me
metal
one of
too
those
as
for
well
when
back in
we're
the
fighting.
1900s.
Yep.
Prior to that,
Graphite crucibles.
Yep.
The 19th century, the 1800s.
1800s, whatever.
Yeah. No, there's no graphite layer. Don't need to worry about that. Instead, you make it to the next layer of the mines, the bacon layer. Woo!
Okay.
Gotta mine all this delicious wall bacon.
Oh no.
Deeply concerning.
Fucking do not bring fire with you. There's a lot of grease. Yeah. It's the miners are glad to be working with iron. They have no idea what yet to do with the mercury and lead. There's definitely a market for it, but not one that they can at the moment tap. They are glad though. Apparently, a whole bunch of wagons have gone out recently in order to make greater improvements to this place. They're going to be opening up an entire street. You guys could probably move into a bunch of places if you wanted.
Oh, that
I mean, it would be
sounds
nice to get like an
nice.
additional house aside from like my current place, which
Yeah,
I just work at.
a room in the bathhouse is lovely. Don't get me wrong, but it is also a place of work, and you probably have some kind of desire to own a home.
Just a little bit.
Oh goodness. Is there anything that you guys get up to then before this 10 a.m. meeting time that you have been requested for by Amelie?
Mm, not really. I mean, I suppose I'll have to close the. I'll turn the sign on the bathhouse to close for the time being and get that all sorted out.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, like, can't be run if I don't have people there to run, and haven't hired an employee yet for it.
Flip a wooden board that says "Gone Adventuring."
Yeah, gone adventuring. Be back soon.
I'm going to head to the market and see if there's anything interesting for sale.
Is there anything in particular that you're after, or just on the browse?
A telescope.
Interesting choice.
Or the fine glass needed to make one.
Give me a D20 check.
Okay. An 11.
There's certainly enough glass and brass to make telescope. You might need a more talented engineer's hand in crafting such a thing, but the materials are here if you can find the engineer or navigator to do it.
Alright, I will try and scoop that up.
It'll probably be cheaper than like just outright buying one. Those things are
Oh
like
yeah,
1,000 GP.
it's like literally a quarter of the price.
Yeah.
It's 250 to get just the materials.
Happy to purchase it.
Yep. It looks like a lot of the glasses were being used for perhaps like labs at magnifying glasses, and the brass is just because there happens to be a bunch of brass for fittings, so you can just grab some ingots to get made into plates or cylinders.
Yeah. I happen to know there are a couple of very spicy puppers who are made of fire magic, basically, to
Yes.
shape this glass for me.
They could. That is an interesting task in control, admittedly. That might be asking quite a bit of them to bow glass.
If
Certainly
only some
sounds
sort
like
of
a bit-
rogue had recently come into a bunch of fire magic. We
It
would
certainly
be
sounds
very
like a quite
dexterous.
Yeah,
dexterous.
but it's
Yeah,
like more about the precise control, I think. Was
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
that's
it's like
dexterity.
arcane. It's like arcane tests
Oh, well,
to
in
control
that case,
to control fire magic. Yeah,
let's
like you
take this
probably could
directly
do it
to
with.
fucking these two nerds.
Yep, they would be pretty good at it.
Alright, sure.
But obviously, there is a chance of failure, so I will request those tests.
Sure. Thyren will assist her mom, I suppose.
Sure, the DC is 18.
Okay.
Huzzah! Oh wait, that's the assist.
That's the
That's the
assist roll.
assist. Alright, time to fuck it up now.
Oh my god!
Oh wait, no,
Almost.
no,
makes
plus
it a
2.
pass.
Yeah, assist.
Almost.
That would have been fucking
You like nearly
tragic.
trip. Yeah, you nearly trip over, and Fire End just sort of like pulls you back before it's too late.
Meep.
Whoop. And then yeah, you can get all of that made. You'll have to go to Smithy Wesser and have her work the ingot, but that can
Yeah,
probably be done over the course of an hour or two.
It's fine, and I hear she's got a new bovine apprentice lately.
Yep. It's just
Yeah, that's my morning.
Yeah, and I will in fact slide him over there to go help out the smithy. Double. He tells you that since they've decided to redo the entire town, he's got the big fat back order of shit to do. But he wishes you guys luck.
I bet he does.
He looks over at the much older woman. I would break her.
Well, that's the thing about blacksmiths. They're good at putting things back together.
Not spines. Blow this old lady's back out.
Give him a clap on the shoulder and head out.
Yeah. They will work on that while you're gone, and then leave it at the place you're staying at. And then it'll just take someone to screw the pieces in together. Let us see. Yeah, don't worry. Like a gigantic muscular bull boy is a particularly good apprentice at getting all of the grunt hammering and stuff done.
I mean, sure, but like, that's still 2 people for an entire street of like metalworking stuff.
Yep. They're going to be
Yes,
busy.
but yeah, I mean it's certainly busy, but when you think about how much metal is in like these like post-medieval houses, it's
Not a huge
hinges,
amount.
hinges, doorknobs, and latches, and nails, and I think that's basically it, isn't it?
I mean, that's
Hinges,
still a
doorknobs,
lot, though.
latches, nails, maybe drainage. Yeah.
So what you're saying with the new expansion in the town, we actually need a blacksmith to do the work, because I think our one's going to be busy.
But
Huh?
yeah, luckily you've got some people who can help. All right. So Sylvie, you have gone and flipped the sign. Is there anything that you want to do or collect before going?
No, not really. I mean, there's nothing really interesting in the markets, right? Like, there's no like Pell's maybe cursed stuff back or anything like that. Also, I need to change the name on there, shouldn't I?
Not for your group. Your group was going to acquire all of their magical shit through the adventures that you all go on. It would be like a genuine waste for me to try and sell you things at the moment.
Yeah. Then no, I think I'm pretty good.
Okay. I might make it so that once the town is producing +1 stuff, you can still access all of that. And if you want to like really fucking mega smurf your characters by just spending all of your reward money on just +1 gear until you are technically level 10 characters, go for it.
Nah.
If you add +1 to every number, it just means that I can add +1 to every encounter.
Yeah, I mean that is true, but I think I'm good. I've got like a couple sun rods. I've still got all my other equipment. I'm pretty good on stuff.
God, Sunrods are so based. Fucking
Yeah,
120
they are.
is ridiculous amount of distance.
They are. They're the best things. And I've got 3 of them currently right now.
Sweet. Alright, Bang, what about you?
I think Julia's one for, sort of lounging around as much as she can, but she's going to make sure she's there on time to meet the big scary alchemist lady.
Yep.
But other than that, she hasn't got many plans. She's just going to so you say
She's going
there's
to cat around.
basically
Find some laps to go sprawling.
no. So there's this new road being built, correct? Well, in the process of like getting. way
Yeah,
over.
yeah, like they're
Um,
still they're basically doing the equivalent of like house planning and checking everywhere that needs renovating and making their lists and checking them twice.
I'm assuming that means there's like a few couriers going to and fro then.
Uh, Probably just the one at the moment. Like there would be someone who is trained in doing housing who is just going around and making all of the checks. There's probably only one courier about that's assisting him. Because for the most part they've got wagons headed out to go and collect goods and workers.
Okay. I'm gonna hand over a small little parcel to the courier and ask them to deliver to the address on the top. And inside is 150 gold.
Sweet. Yeah. Presumably you don't tell them that there's 150 gold in it.
No, God, no, 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 no.
Okay, yeah. They will sure package that away and get that prepared to be sent.
There you go.
Once the next wagon rotates around, the courier will drop it off and then swap places with another courier who will hang around here and do like inside the town jobs until they swap off again. Basically, so only one ever has to do a really long-term travel because there's no point just sending out shit tons of couriers all in all of the directions. And then they have one internal courier and they just swap off. Because leaving town is unarguably the more dangerous job. Or these days it's unarguably the more dangerous job. Back in the day, they'd be like, get me the fuck out of here. I'll take all of the leaving this town jobs.
Funny how that changes with the town actually growing again and it being
Yes,
a
exactly.
relatively nice place.
Yeah, now they have things like a functioning tavern full of beautiful women and a
Place
big
to get
bathhouse,
clean.
a
And
proper chapel, a graveyard that doesn't look quite as haunted.
he's like, maybe this place isn't so bad anymore.
Yep. Now it's back to being afraid of the evils outside of this town. Just don't go fishing. That way is still hella cast.
They're working on it.
They'll
Are they?
get there.
Oh god, yeah, no, the docks are terrible. The dead still like occasionally wash up and sharks have to go travel out and beat them up and go back into the water again.
Yeah, but the problem is you kind of gave us Grindhouse and we're like, well, we don't need to deal with the water anymore. We got what we wanted.
Yeah, Cumhouse has already, done all of the work he needed to do.
We probably
Instead
should
he's
do
like
the-
climbing out of the waters every single day to bonk more undead. Like, I wonder when they're gonna come back and finish things.
We should probably go back to the docks like when we go back to 18
Mhm.
again.
We were fucking waiting for those diving suits. Can't really
They arrive
do
actually with the next load of shit.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
It's probably, god, how much time has it been in game?
A few months.
You're probably only
Month.
like a week out.
Excellent.
And this is that'll be when Tiss shows Thyrian what her and her mum were practicing they're holding their breath for.
Yeah, of course. Oh no, Tiss isn't gonna fit the suit that was ordered for her.
Oh god, fucking
It's fine. I'm sure they can make it stretch.
and we'd also need to make them fireproof.
Fireproof. Yep.
I mean,
Just
she didn't
fill
even
it
have a
with
suit
asbestos,
plan
it's
for that.
fine.
She just came up
Yeah,
with
it's true.
everything.
Yeah, no, you'll get what Sasha's one is. Like, there's so much more boob and ass on this. What the fuck do I do?
What do I do?
You're just gonna have to get the seal and like the bell helmet, and the rest of you's just gonna be damp and wearing swimwear. And that's probably not the worst thing. I'm sure that's someone's kink, is just diving bellhead, but then also all of that sex is fun.
I mean, I'm at that point. I might as well just find someone to make me like a water breathing potion. Just go and swimwear.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just like, I would rather be on a timer than run around naked with a diving bell on.
You know, with this fancy alchemist we have now, that could be a thing.
She
Probably.
will happily make them. That option has been put out there, that you went for fancy diving suits. And I mean, I also at the same time don't blame you. You don't know how long you'll be down there, and you don't know if people will do things like cast to dispel magic on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Fancy diving posts and water breathing potions.
Or I can drop 5,000 and have her make me a calf of water breathing.
5,000 gold. Give me gills, woman.
It's fair. We could all just get caps of water breathing on the A team now.
It is an option.
Technically, yes, it is.
But it would be. I'm not gonna lie though. There is an option where the bad guy casts dispel magic on you and you start drowning.
On a magical item?
Yeah, does it
I don't
turn off
think
temporarily?
that does not.
don't-
Does that not
think
happen?
that-
I don't
Oh,
think it
okay.
does a thing.
Never mind then. Yeah, magic item versions are good, but yeah, the potions do carry that inherent risk of them going pa and sending you
Oh,
off to
bam.
Drown Town.
I don't like Drown Town.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that downtown either, but I mean, not much option when.
It's fine. You can probably get the suits refitted when they arrive. It's just that you're going to be like yours and Tiss's are going to need certain amounts of refitting because you do not have a Sasha body and Tiss is a really tall moon now.
Yeah, no, like
Biggie
these two bodies
moon.
are very different.
It's just the dismay when you realize there's even just like extra dick space too. You're like, oh come on.
Really having trouble filling her shoes, huh?
No, filling a codpiece. Alright, anyway.
Actually, I wonder how big a difference there is. Let's see here. Did I write down?
Pets. Is there anything that
Yes.
you get up to?
Probably not much different than what Savin's up to, really.
Just having a walk around the market with the hubby.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright. And Gobblefromp.
Vernix will probably doesn't really need a house, but she'll walk around and like water and various any plant she sees growing up like in the around town. Stop by and give friend a head pat and Twig Ash a head pat.
Heck yeah. They're both growing very happily.
Woo!
One day Twig Ash will be Lessy Twiggy.
One day.
It will become Branch Ash.
But other than that, I don't think she has much to do.
Yeah. I just like that she introduced herself as Frond. You all mispronounced it as Friend, and I went, oh right, that's her name. Friend.
Oh. Yeah, it makes sense.
You're looking at, oh yeah, plant girl.
Vernix. Vernix figures out her name's actually Franz and just kind of nods.
Nope, it's friend now.
Well, Maya probably chills. She'll go to the tavern and enjoy a nice civilized cup of tea before they go traveling. And she's going to just fucking cross her fingers that it's not a trip down to the stink again. Just anything but the stink.
God, I hope it's not the stink.
He's not the stink.
And then 10 a.m. rolls around.
Just cursing
And
us.
who what, huh?
And you're just cursing us all, hoping it's, oh no, not the stink, anything but the stink. It's gonna be the stink now.
Indeed.
Back
It's
to
not.
the stink, but it's on fire this time.
Oh no.
It's
Burning
time for the
stink.
burn stink. No, it's because it's the past. It becomes the past tense. The stank.
The stank is on fire, and only you can save the day.
Like, let it burn. Don't care.
I don't want to save that day. I'll just go back to my bathhouse. I'm good, thanks.
It's like you have to go down there to put it all out, and you're like, nope, I'd rather let it rage like a sewery version of Silent Hill's coal fire. Fuck that. Let it burn forever.
Sometimes you're just meant not to meddle in things, you know.
Yep.
Shame.
Right. But, as you all arrive, 10 a.m. comes around, you all meet each other's gazes, go, just not the stink, anything but the stink. Amelie will fill the entire corridor of her large basement. You can see that on this day, someone else appears to have gotten her a gigantic the Virgin Killer sweater.
Nice.
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 Her big old tail's just sort of like hanging out over the back of that. She pouts. My front was always cold, and now my back is always cold. But it is comfy. Anyway, my dears, come inside. I have things to have you find. And, of
Alright.
course, rewards to offer.
All right.
She will turn around, which means you will get a brilliant view of everything that's going on. She stompons back into her stick into her lab.
Whoever gave you that had the right idea.
Oh la la.
The right idea for what, though?
Mm, don't worry about it.
Megan, you look
Very well.
fuckable.
Ah, of course. That is fair, although I do not think any of you would survive the attempt.
Is that a challenge?
No, it is a bet.
Never tell me the odds.
Hmm.
I'd like to put 10 on Lizet.
Put 10 what? Look, if you want to all fuck amongst yourselves, you're welcome to, but not on my time.
I think you
Right,
can
right.
take it
Work
out down.
first. Work first.
She will walk behind her big old laboratory table. I have for you a hunt for a beast most dangerous. Something that is almost certain death for all of you. The Phoenix.
Okay.
Of course, you will not be fighting the Phoenix, so do not do that. Indeed, I am not convinced that there will be a Phoenix. But there is a Phoenix altar that I am aware of. I require from you a feather. If you can bring more, then that is beneficial. They require a phoenix feather to make a special potion, so that one of the more involved adventurers do not burn down their own house.
Ah, right. That one. I've seen it around town.
Indeed,
Yeah,
they've
she's really bright.
become very crispy and would require the ability to turn said fire on and off, preferably without becoming bald.
Understandable.
Of course, if there are other options, but Phoenix Feather happens to be the simplest one. There is an altar uh, on the other side of the lake, beyond the miniature island at the center, occupied by a number of kobolds. Uh, that village holds the altar of a phoenix that was laid to rest. It's obviously not a definite rest for it. That is how a phoenix operates. Its heart has been left in the altar, waiting to be reborn again. I do not know the methodology for this rebirth, nor who put together this altar, but the kobolds got it still.
Whoa.
Alright. Should be simple enough. Pop in, kobolds just start falling down and worship me, because, dragon, and then we just grab a feather and get out.
That should be the long and short of it. Really, the only danger is, well, the journey there, and the simple fact that nothing ever goes simply. Even coming back with the reagents might attract some kind of attention because, well, it is a phoenix feather. I don't
I'd,
know what you expect from me.
I'd be surprised if it didn't.
Indeed. Now, the other group of adventurers have happened to secure a magical artifact, a boat that is capable of traversing the lake. However, it only stops at the central island. I recommend taking this boat regardless, and then you will have to get your hands on another to cross the rest of the way over.
Okay.
Sounds simple enough.
Indeed. You can likely take perhaps the parts to make a boat with you from here, and then you simply must put it together once you reach the island and go to the other side. Or you can go looking for other boats. There were definitely people who used to live there, and it is unlikely that all of their docks were destroyed like ours.
I think I'll take my chances getting the parts here. Who knows what sort of disrepair the boats there would be in?
Very fair. Let us see here. I will fund you the boat, because that seems like it will be useful. I check how much a boat fucking costs in 4,
Probably not much.
Mm.
No, not
A
real
rowboat
boat prices
a-
for boats. Fucking hell.
Well, the rowboat is 50 GP.
Yeah. She will pour out 50 gold pieces. You're welcome to whatever treasures the kobolds have gathered up. I require only the feather. I request that you do not kill all of them, because having a nearby village of test subjects is incredibly useful. I mean,
That's
friendly
subject, huh?
passive villagers.
You want us to bring any back for you?
Mm, no.
Is there anything else you wanted to bring us to bring back while we're out?
If you find anything that you think will be of use to me or of interest, then I shall buy it from you.
All right.
For now, though, I wish you all good luck, and I recommend you do not try to steal the Phoenix art. That most certainly will attract undue attention.
Ah,
The last thing you want is some kind of dragon or evil cultist to come and snap you up.
and here I was thinking it might be a good idea to try and consume its power.
That is also an option, to be fair. It is said that one can try to place a phoenix's art in the place where their own would be, and attain great power once the merging is complete. Although, unfortunately, the odds of survival are not fantastic.
Is that right?
Well, there goes that plan then. I rather like surviving as I am.
Indeed. Most do not particularly want to roll the dice. She will smile softly. Goodness, good question.
Uh,
I don't think I am.
nope, not medicine. I'm great at endurance, but not medicine.
Let me see.
Really, it would be a heal check, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that
Mhm.
is medicine is heal in this.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, no, it's still
Maya
wrong.
is
I'm
not trained
also
in heal,
trained.
but she's a +6.
That's
I'm
good.
trained.
Oh, you're trained.
Oh, good.
Yep.
So who does someone in medicine? Cool.
Excellent. Well then,
I have a +8.
What, do you want to
Phoenix.
do dangerous surgery?
Hey, if it's a road to awesome power, absolutely.
Of course, but it could also be a road to making a widow of your husband.
Eh,
Oh, you are very confident.
I'm a snow elf. I woke up in a tomb. The idea of death haunting me is familiar.
Oh, you woke up in a tomb?
Hmm.
That is highly unsanitary.
Yeah, especially with all the corpses around it.
That... Yes, does sound quite terrible. Are you sure you are not undead yourself? A vampire, perhaps? Or some kind of changeling or ghoul or...
I hadn't considered it. Maybe I am. I don't suppose it changes much. I still have a heartbeat, at least.
Let me take a look at you. My curiosity has been piqued. And she's just going to start coming around the table and grabbing scalpels.
That doesn't sound good for my continued survival.
It would be just a little bit of vivisection. And you said you are not afraid of death.
I'm not afraid of death, but afraid of dying pointlessly. What do you give me for the
It would
operation?
not be... there you go. I mean, obviously, I would give you the largest section in a book that is done on whatever your condition is.
Uh-huh.
And science is very important.
Science
I could
is...
also, give your partner a sizable amount of money for your death.
I'll rain check that. That doesn't give me much of anything in this life, nor a real attempt
No, of course
to.
not. It's a vivisection. It wouldn't give you much of anything except for, scalpel wounds.
Yes, well. Perhaps if you have a less invasive means of analysis.
I do, but none of them are as interesting. All right, carry on. Have a lovely day.
Right, bye-bye, love you.
She chuckles and turns around and places down her scalpels and forceps.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
I love you. Bye-bye now. Maiev claps you on the shoulder. If you're dying, though, we could cash out on you.
Oh, yes, if I just happen to die for whatever reason, do feel free to donate my body to science.
Excellent.
Less donate and more sell it, but, same difference, really.
It's like donating to a museum. They do pay. You do belong to them after.
Would there be anyone else we need to inform of your passing?
No, I'm sure Sten can handle everything.
Okay.
Maiev pauses. Do you all have wills? In the event that you, die unpleasantly?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Look,
Not really.
aside from Sten, everyone and everything I ever knew is gone. What the hell do I need a will
well.
for?
I mean, that's fair.
Well, if you're gonna own a house here, you probably want one, just in case.
Yeah.
I probably should get on that now that I actually have a business here.
Yes.
Yeah, there are things to lose now. And luckily, any will I oversee is kept by ironclad divine law.
It didn't strike me as a divine caster.
She pauses. Of course I am. I am blessed by the Lady of the Ravens.
Oh shit, I thought that was still fucking Amelie. Never mind.
No, sorry, Maiev also Francais.
Alright,
And
I can
she-
make it real quick here. Just put everything I have going down to my mother, and I'll whisper her the name.
Yeah, sure. You write it down on a piece of paper, she'll roll the scroll up and stamp it with wax. Drops it into her cloak.
Yep, easy peasy.
Oh, if that's the case, then because you are probably the best person, especially being the matron of ravens, that's the whole deal and everything.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Julie's gonna run to where she's staying and come back with a little box and hit for safekeeping. If ever I die, send the contents of that to the address inside.
Very well. She drops that too into the shadow of her cloak where it seems to disappear. Anyone else? Wills?
Maybe if I ever get anything worth handing off.
Very well.
In the meantime, I'll meet you down at the docks. I have some things to gather.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up the parts for the barge.
Very well. I guess I will head towards the docks, and if there are any undead roaming around, give them a quick blasting.
I can come with you, Maiev. Just so you've got some backup.
Appreciated. I will head on down to the docks, as will Julia. Ooh. Masterwork surgery tools and/or an actual manual on surgery. As opposed to leaving for the market, you could probably turn around and go ask Amelie.
You know, that's fair.
She has, in fact, got a manual on surgery and masterwork surgery tools.
Well, if it's just for her, I could just borrow them. Can I leave her with a deposit?
I will take a vial of blood. That way, if you are slain out there, I can make your body bring the tools back.
What else can you do with a vial of
Spooky?
blood?
Experiment on it. Don't know, drink it.
I'd like to roll
Maybe you taste like winter berries.
I'd like to roll an insight on this lady.
Go for it. You get the hints that she's that fun kind of mad scientist. She doesn't appear to have any actual, like, malicious thoughts in mind. What she's probably going to do with it, assuming you come back with her stuff and she doesn't need to actually use it to animate your corpse like some kind of, very grim messenger to bring back her tools. She will probably inspect the condition that snow elves happened to have been cursed with, and just general kinds of mad sciencey shit. Nothing on purpose,
Okay.
unpleasant or evil or whatever the fuck you would like to call it.
Sure. If you learn anything interesting, do let me know. I have a feeling you're going to end up experimenting on it.
But of course. Yeah, she'll go fetch a vial, and then after drawing some blood from you, we'll check over all of the tools, wrap them up in a tight oil leather case, and slide into the case a masterwork surgery book as well. She pauses and opens the case up and then gets a bookmark and slides in a section about the human heart and then puts that back in. It's for humans, but general shape is basically the same.
Well, I'll be sure to bring it back.
And then she shuts the briefcase tightly and then puts a big frowny face on it, and then on the other side writes in 5 or 6 different languages, different varieties of fuck off.
Fair enough.
Dusts her hands. You can see it. There is common, elven, draconic, deep speech, necryl, and abyssal.
Fair enough.
She likely doesn't speak all those languages, but you'd certainly learn a lot of ways to say fuck off in other languages,
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. We'll take those and then head down to the dock.
Righty. For everyone who goes down to the dock first, there are a couple of undead hanging around. Not in large enough numbers to be a huge problem. You actually just catch sight of a particularly tall, muscular shark man just sort of pulverizing a bunch of them with a great backhand swing of a shield.
Nice.
Oh, hello there. Have you come to help with the cleaning up?
Yeah, just,
Oh, we intend to cross a lake, so figured I would come here and send some undead to the Lady Embrace while we wait. Well, fair enough. It's sort of like garbage collection on the side of a beach. Pick a side, kill your way back over here. And he'll just, like, indicate further down the beach where there are shamblers sort of, like, climbing out of the waters. They give up once the sun is, noon high. It's always good to deal with them before then, otherwise things get smelly.
Makes sense.
And he's going to continue stomping his way down the beach and paladin bashing the shit out of everything.
Hell yeah.
You guys are aware that they are there and have ranged abilities between you. These shamblers are a CR1 kind of fight. You have little problems just sort of blasting them and then pushing them back into the waters. Feels like a waste to do so, or just quite disgusting, but frankly, there isn't any other way to make that water much worse. They will just come back no matter where you bury them. So, probably not a good idea to just go dropping these corrupt corpses into the graveyard unless you want all of them to start getting up.
Hmm.
Maya looks quite disgusted at the whole sight and about face and make it back to the docks where your boat is waiting. Do you have everything that you need?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
I'm all set.
we should be good.
She squints at your new briefcase.
What?
Ah,
Oh, there goes Ben.
Oh,
we lost
no.
Bang.
Bang, no!
Hope it's not a power outage.
Yeah.
The power. The power.
Bye.
So what'd you end up picking up? I can see that the case there says fuck off in at least a couple different languages. At least I assume it does.
Well
I can read
then,
at least 2 of them.
what does that tell you about what's in the case?
Don't tell me anything about what's in
That
it.
it's interesting.
That you should probably fuck off.
Oh, well, it's probably not like you're just going to... I don't know. Alright, sure, whatever.
And that would certainly be interesting. Maya will scratch her cheek and look somewhat concerned. What is this condition?
What condition?
Whatever reason you would want for opening yourself.
What? Did the woman not say that there was phenomenal power to be gained from this implantation?
She also said that it's very likely for you to die from it.
Well,
And I meant more the haunted by constant death kind of thing.
oh, that. Right. I
Like,
mean,
do you carry with you a terminal illness that a phoenix heart's power would be, you know, a solution, a cure?
terminal illness of the species. That's all I'll say for now.
All right. If you do decide to go cutting yourself open over the case of it, I would prefer to hear more rather than watch you potentially throw your life away.
What, you
It's
can't
certainly ominous.
reproduce or something?
Well, if you're just going to call me out on it. Yeah.
Well, when you call it a termination of species, I can only assume one thing.
Oh, I assumed this was some kind of special snow elf selective, like cognito virus or something.
No.
Oh, I mean, suppose that could work too.
Although that would certainly explain where most of us went. Reynir looks slightly worried for a moment and shakes his head. No,
You don't
but there
have-
is something wrong with our species, something inimical to us. Having a phoenix's rebirth might be a cure.
Well, in such a case, then I wish you certainly luck. If
All
this
right, well,
is a cure, then I would stand by attempting it.
Good.
I mean, if you want to gamble on it, you gamble on it. That's on you.
Although I do worry what it means for the Phoenix. Does your cure come at the cost of a life that was just waiting to come back? It is a difficult question.
Maybe that is the life
Hmm.
waiting to come back. A
In
rebirth's a
which case,
rebirth.
what comes back might not be you.
Yeah.
Well,
Could be.
eventually I'm going to die somehow, some way. I'm willing
Sure, we are
to
all
burn
one
my
day doomed
life
to the
out
margin.
on a chance that it could help not just me, but the species.
I suppose.
And sure, you can think yourself you're just going to die one day. I'm not. I'm going to become a true dragon and eventually ascend to godhood from it.
I mean, that
Even
is,
even dragons and gods can die.
no, gods cannot die. They must merely take a nap. And occasionally a group of intrepid adventurers will have to tuck them in.
Yeah,
Oddly specific, but sure.
I'm sure the Haganites think that.
They do. Life will smack. No, I mean, you are correct. Welcome back. We are all doomed one day to return to the lady's embrace. That which is eternal can, in fact, still die. And that is part of the beautiful cycle. But they do tend to come back. A phoenix is an interesting conundrum. I do not know what the lady thinks of them. Do they love the phoenix for what it represents? Or does their eternity by right of returning mean something anathemic? I've never been confronted with the dogma of a phoenix.
Well, perhaps you'll have a divine revelation when we get to the altar.
That would certainly be nice. If they could have the answers written out on nice shining golden tablets to the side, then that would be very useful. The party can climb aboard the boat carrying their kit of barge supplies and make the initial journey to the central isle. And this requires no skill test. The boat takes you so smoothly. It is a chill, chill ride.
Yeah, if only we could take this the entire way across.
How are all of you with things like swimming and rowing?
Natural.
I prefer not to do it in the armor I have, but I could.
I float.
Oh, okay. Might will awkwardly take off her armor. I certainly cannot swim in mine. I am quite noodly.
Don't worry, we'll
She's got
help.
like a great big set of banded mail. It's fucking 35 pounds. She could not swim with it on.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm wearing like what is plate armor basically.
It is, but you are also athletic.
That is true.
For you, I think even with a negative, your athletics comes out ahead of a naked Maev's +1.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Don't worry, Maeve. We'll make sure you get to shore safe and sound.
Oh.
I appreciate it. I will leave the sailing part to you and sit in the center of the boat and hope not to drown. And yeah, she'll stand there in what appears to be a very, very gothic slinkini.
Nice.
She just pulls her cloak back on afterwards and then hides herself away under it.
If you had any sort of interest in anything like that, I would do you in a heartbeat, Maeve.
I appreciate the compliment at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
She nods firmly. It's certainly not the first time she's been propositioned. Like,
Well, I mean,
goodness,
like,
yeah, she
like I
enjoys
said,
being
yeah.
attractive. Like, she
Yeah.
really does enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, she is very attractive.
Yeah.
That's why I said if she had any interest in that whatsoever.
Oh yeah, it would be straight down to Pound Town. Alas.
Alas. But yeah.
Yeah.
Even with like the -2 penalty from armor, I still have like a +8 in athletics.
Yeah, you have no problems to worry about. Yeah. You arrive at this little dock outside an old abandoned chapel. Although it looks like recently someone has put up a big table and like with a bunch of knives like stuck blueprints out there is a awning that's been put up over it so that the weather can't potentially ruin it. And the smell of like that very fresh lumber smell is in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Might will walk up to the pinned in blueprint and take a look. Huh. Interesting. Looks like they intend to build this Whaler Knight Chapel back up and build a housing into it or some kind of reliquary.
Oh, well, good for them.
It's probably a bunch of maths about like how convenient is it to use that magic item to just bring blocks of stone over, like back and forth.
Mm.
Followed by like we've got to fucking get one of these for ourselves. This boat is sick.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
the little titty puppy talking about that earlier at the tavern. Apparently they found some
Which
sort of
one's-
whale-like cat.
Oh, which one's the titty puppy? There are a lot of betitted wolf or dog girls.
There's like at least 3 of them now.
Yeah.
The
I
youngest
hope
one
you
with the
also-
huge tits.
Oh, okay, good. When you said the youngest one, I worried that you were calling Miss Mayhew the titty puppy, and then there was going to be some kind of graphic beating, because that is not cool, even if she has an adult brain.
I haven't looked at her chest. I don't think she has giant boobs.
No, she does not. So when you said giants, then everything was fine. But very good. I had a chat with that one myself at one point. Very polite. Brought me tea.
She does that. She stops by the bathhouse every morning.
Mm-hmm.
A little too
Unfailingly
precious for
polite.
her own good.
Nonsense.
And she eventually gets her heart broken. It's going to be apocalyptic.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I have to keep our heads ducked for fireballs.
She also spent a very long time in the bathhouse very recently.
Yes, after their misadventures in the mine.
Oh?
Oh, yeah, she came back very scrunkly and had spent most of her time inside a magical suit. Well, not a magical suit, I believe, some kind of sealed pressure suit.
I can tell you that the outside of that suit was doused in the sauce.
Indeed.
That was
So
kinda
after a
gross.
proper scrub down and a brushing, did her makeup and sent her on her way. She's been bringing back tea ever since.
I see. Well, I guess there are things worse than the stink.
Indeed, an unpleasant, I believe the answer would be a consentless combath would be a pretty bad time.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
It's
sighs
certainly
and shakes her
bad.
head.
I don't think that's worse than the disease-ridden filth of this stink, though.
Yes, I would probably rank the stink above, but as far as, mental damage is concerned.
Yeah, you can magic away the stink's lingering effects. You can't magic away trauma.
I think you actually can.
Well,
It's very powerful magic, or brandy.
yeah, Brandy'll do it.
Alright, and now guys, I request of you a skill test. You gotta put together this fucking barge.
Alright, what would you like for that?
What would you like for building a barge?
Can I use Arcana to literally just fucking magic pieces of it together?
Does mending exist as like a ritual in 4A?
Oh.
If it
Mm.
exists, then I'll
I
say
think it
that you
does.
can use Arcana as just like a test
You know what?
to do
Actually,
the
I have
budget
the
equivalent of that
animate
ritual.
rope ritual. I could probably use that specifically.
Oh
to,
yeah,
like,
yeah, absolutely,
flash
yes.
bits
Yes,
together.
that will work. Yep, give me an Arcana test.
Ooh, nice.
Spicy. All right, yeah, that is one success with a very high degree of it.
Can I
Reducing the DC of
use-
other ones.
Can I do athletics for just moving parts to where they should be and nailing them in where they need to be nailed?
Fuck yeah, got a lot of boards to move.
Can I do perception for noticing
Uh,
the correct places to put things?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna action point that. Like, this feels like something we need to succeed at.
What?
Sure.
No.
Just take a note. You will not have an action point in your first fight of this of this campaign.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just marked it down to 0.
Cool. All right, 20 is fine. 26 is fine. For a moment, it was like you guys are cracked in half, but I also looked and saw that actually no, you all also got like actually pretty good fucking checks, all
those are-
things considered.
Yeah.
Those are all
Those were
pretty
just good ass rolls. Poor
Yeah.
poor Sten and Lizette's initial roll. Okay,
Yeah.
I think you have a majority. I mean, I'll roll Maev just in case she gets like a crit fail. How does she fucking help you guys?
Cheer us on.
She's gonna go fetch a Wayland book from inside the chapel and try and consecrate this for you guys.
Hell yeah. That
I was
actually makes a
going
lot of
to
sense.
say, can we roll a religion for the amount of swearing and Lord's name being said when we can't find that one piece?
Yep, of course. But fucking hell, yeah, no, there is no 1. It's just another incredibly high roll. It's fucking another 16. Lots of 16s and 15s. I feel real bad for the first fight to come.
Goddamn Ikia, sure, taking away one of the pieces we need for it.
Yep. There is in fact some little gremlin whose name is Ikea.
Do you still need me to roll? Because I haven't rolled and there's nothing really I can add to it.
I think even now, even if you found a skill to roll and rolled a 1, that's still too many successes to fail, so you can skip if you want to.
I
Yeah,
shall.
I think we have enough to.
Cool.
1, 2, 3,
Alrighty.
4.
And yeah, Maeve will go back inside and return the book to its place in the chapel. Like, thank you, Wayland. Her cloak will huff. Never seen a cloak huff, but it sounds pouty. Look, if Zamorigan dealt with the worshipping of boats, then perhaps I would tell you, my lady.
I also feel traveling under a boat is more Wayland's purview than it would be your ladies anyway.
Indeed. Now, if we bedecked this thing with skulls and golden framing and made it goth as fuck, and she will gesture like the pinched, like Italian pinchy fingers, goth as fuck.
We can do that
Then
in the
perhaps,
future.
then this would be something that the lady would bless.
In the future, once we have the skulls to decorate it with.
Exactly. And then, yeah, you guys can climb aboard, and with that huge success, nothing goes wrong for your journey to the other side of the lake. And indeed, one of you happened to request a telescope, so you can't get lost on this lake. You have enough sight distance to see the shore that you're headed towards. So congratulations there. You did that and didn't even know you fucking needed it.
Yay.
Hooray!
I was genuinely surprised when you're like, I want a telescope. Like, have I left my GM notes on? No, I haven't written this down anywhere. Just thanks, brain cell.
You're welcome. See, I'm a Star Warlock, so I was like, I would like to look at the star.
I realized afterwards why you needed it, because you wanted to look at the fucking stars. But at the time I was like, this is some horseshit. Where have I written this? For your fucking boat journey across the lake.
Look, it's just another case of you two sharing the brain cell and not realizing it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the neuron sparked, but there was no answer on either side of the line. Anyway, with that, the party is able to make the journey across. Just grab you guys up. Okay. As you exit off of the lake, you can see that there is a soft mist in the air and a number of pathways that lead you down. I would like tests to follow footprints, or spot footprints, I guess, more correctly.
Okay. I assume that's just all perception.
Perception or nature.
Perception or nature.
Distracted by butterflies.
They're both
they're
the same for
very
me.
This party is not great with the wisdom thing.
No, really fucking beansing the shit out of your wisdom thing.
Look, I
Oddly-
can fight good. I can't see good.
Weirdly, Julia has a decent perception. I don't know how.
What do you
but
mean
Try
weirdly?
is
You're a rogue.
just-
You should have a decent perception.
That's,
well,
that's
it's
a
a
good
wisdom
point.
Covers
thing.
your eyeballs.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, it's her wisdom means that it's just
Yeah,
raw fucking
remember,
training that carries her.
rogues aren't rogues aren't
Rogues are
perceptive
garbage at
this-
finding
in
traps
this
in this.
edition.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I forgot that the two rogues on both on A teams don't have
The main
perception
part,
at all.
you get the assassin and like the actual literal thief class are fucking garbage at it. Absolutely awful at finding hidden hidey holes or sneaking people or traps or locks. When you're asked to resolve them, as long as someone's fucking like spray painted them in like neon green, you'll be able
Yeah.
to handle that no problem.
Oh yeah.
I
Look,
know
the
all
acrobat
about
rogue doesn't
locks
need to
except
see them.
seeing where they are.
Yeah. All right, Julia, you have no problem. And not only that, with a 21, you notice that there's something strange about a number of these footprints. Now, you haven't seen any undead on this side of the shore, but you're fairly certain that a couple of the footsteps around here that walk up to the shore as opposed to from the water stop. You can see like bone talons for like feet perhaps, and then turn around before going back out into the woods where the mists roll in.
And it's not like a weird case of like the footprints change as they change direction.
No,
Okay.
you can follow a specific bony pair in and amongst some normal looking kobold footsteps.
Okay. Just making sure there was like no, like someone had been picked up by a giant bird or something like that.
No.
Okay. I will
Okay.
obviously point this out to the rest.
Undead.
Hmm,
All right.
makes sense.
Does it make sense? Not on this side of the lake. Look, it's actually rather clean the water.
Has
Mm,
anyone actually met a kobold? What's their feetsies look like?
They are like yay high and they have sort of lizardy feet.
Very
They're
much
like
lizardy
Lizets,
feet.
but smaller.
Pretty much, yes. The kobolds I've seen attending my mother, yes, they're pretty much less deadly versions of what I have.
They lack the talons.
Mm-hmm.
could these be aquatic kobolds?
Doesn't look like it to you,
Mm.
Julia. The footsteps come from further inland than from the lake.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
they were
doesn't
coming
look like
out
it.
to the water and then going back.
Yeah.
They could be receiving something from the waves.
Yeah.
Could be.
Perhaps. Must be on our guard, I suppose.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
All right.
And I will
as
switch to cleaving assault as my stance.
Sweet. Okay. You can follow the tracks and make your way further in. Clearly, Kobold tracks will lead you to Kobold Village. Eventually, you hear running water. Not like hard, fast running water, but the casual trickle of rather narrow stream. The mists here are thick and heavy, but there is enough high noon sunlight to still illuminate the place. See little bugs captured in the brightness of this fog, skittering and buzzering and flippering around, like daylight fireflies. There is, in fact, a little kobold. They are sat on a rock, chewing on a long straw, and with a, I guess you could call it sleepy expression, washing off a leather hide.
Okay. I guess I will approach there and say hello to the kobold.
Oh, gracious one. Goodness. You should not have come here, lady. Travelers. This place no longer belongs to the living, you see. You should leave while you still can.
Are you not living then?
She's about to reply when there is a rustling in the trees. She hisses and just full on climbs into the water. Her snout will poke out for a moment more. I fear my warning comes too late. Ready your blades. The undead approach. And then she disappears beneath the water.
Well,
All right.
That's ominous.
Sword out, defender aura on. Let's go.
All right.
Crossbow
Finally, some
out.
action.
Well, not sword, but battle axe.
Those
Remember, I
don't
got a
look
magic battle
undead.
axe. Those do not look undead, no.
Coming out of little dirt burrows or clambering from trees are a number of what look to be kobolds. And stepping out of the bushes further ahead along the other side of the stream appears to be a knightly humanoid individual with a long broadsword on his back. Would everyone please give me perception tests?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Sure.
There
Yeah.
is something very dead and dull about these closest kobolds that you can see. Despite still having all of their flesh and scales, there is a tightness to their maws. There are blood beneath their claws and a vacant expression. It's like they just look rather hungry.
Uh-huh.
There's some kind of zomboids.
They do look like some kind of zomboids.
Well, time to feed them then with my blade.
Had me concerned for a moment there, but yes.
Well then, let us send them to their final rest. Is
Good
that
job,
everybody
Maeve.
up? Yeah, you're fucking ready to go. Still not very fast as a character with a 10 dexterity, and so it doesn't change anything.
Oh wow, the guy got 32.
Yeah.
Fast
Zoom.
bolts. And fast guy.
Oh, I left on my higher level initiatives. Give me a sec. I need to take literally like 7 off of all of these.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was a little concerned there, but I figured you knew what you were about. Wasn't gonna say anything.
I suppose that changes the
Is-
turn order just a little bit.
A
It
touch.
does. It sure does.
Just a touch.
Ta-da! You are in fact faster than most of them.
Cool. Let's see here. That is 4 squares. Perfect. Well, time to play Whack-A-Kobold since it's just coming out of the ground.
Yep.
And basic attack. 21 for 10.
21 is a hit. And it does appear to dig in and deal full damage, but at the same time you feel that the tension isn't the same. There's no real meat on this kobold. They're sinewy and brittle. They would be a terrible steak.
Ah, what a shame.
A genuine shame. Although, maybe they could be useful as jerky. They look like they're becoming jerky.
I don't think I really want to eat undead kobold jerky.
Maybe if you were really hungry.
I was
Or
really
if
hungry.
your CR was so high you did not give a shit.
But no.
We can bring back some
Unfortunately-
kobold jerky for Amelie.
Eat the
Unfortunately,
canoptic kobold.
No kobolds-
The coboptic jar.
no kobold tail steak for us. What a shame. That was one of my favorite meals back home.
You ate the kobold tail steak?
Just get the shit.
Oh yes, it is absolutely delicious.
Huh.
They store like
Never-
all their fat in there.
I see.
And they regrow it.
Fat that's on their hips.
Is that why
Yeah.
dragonkind have such fat rears? Because they tend to all
That's where all the
gravitate-
fat goes, yeah.
Oh,
It
that
heads towards
explains
the
a lot.
dumpy.
Hmm.
I love that cannon. Sorry, wait, Savin, we've got to keep that.
Yeah, why do you think Roz is such a giant dumpy?
Well, just because the giant dumpies are hot.
Well, yeah, but
Are you telling my ass
But yeah,
fat?
no,
These
now we
things
need a
aren't
mechanical
mutually
reason. It's
exclusive.
close to the tail, which is where the fat go. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. That is now the thing. All dragon kind.
all dragon
Are you
kind
calling
of
my ass
giant
fat?
butts.
Because it is.
Excellent.
It is. Yeah, it's fucking killer Pidgeot.
All dragons.
All right. Let's see here. What can you even do, Mr. Blackguard? My incredibly useful, actually having everything laid out. Oh, these adventures are so useful.
Make sure their numbers are right.
It's just like, yep, no, all of their defenses are correct. Their numbers are correct. It's just that I had my, I didn't hit save when I changed the initiative macro I was using. It was still set to plus 13 from last week's encounters instead of the
That makes
much
sense.
lower number that it should have been.
That does make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, should have been a plus 6. Okay. All right. Do you have you have an amazing ability. 1 second move action. Ah, I will have to use his other thing if I want him to use this because he was quite far away.
Might be worth it.
Hmm. No, he's going to finish his movement behind this tree in full defense. Maev, gonna just keep her turn simple for now. She'll move up to here and blast the one that's fighting Lizet. And radiance. Wait, what's the other one? Sunstrike, the higher one? Whatever. I mean, 50. Sorry. Yeah, 50 isn't going to do it anyway. That one was the one that's the splash. Oh, no, that's target one creature. All right, so she should be using Sunstrike on one thing. But no, in this case, she failed. Mwah.
Yeah, that hand of radiance is for like when you can try and hit like 2 or 3 things.
Yeah, okay. Your boy, Big Reynir.
All right. Well, these kobolds are here to actually have hit points.
They
They
do.
do, yeah.
They are. They're pretty. Some might say they're pretty brutish.
Yep. Well, as you do then, focus fire. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get all up in here. Is this tree gonna provide this thing cover?
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
about from here?
Still absolutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot through Lizet then. Hold on, one.
Yep.
Boop, boop, boop. Ciao.
That is certainly a hit.
Striker's gonna strike. Alright, that's me done.
Excellent. Well then. Ravenous ghoul. This one dives into the water and then comes back out the other side. Sten. God, their speed is so good. Fucking speed 8.
That's pretty speedy.
Yeah, ghouls don't fuck around. They're real quick.
Let's just keep this. And Lizet, you can go ahead and hit that kobold again.
All right.
What's the range on that power? Just to double check.
See, target one. Let's see.
Certainly a fucking hit.
I'm not sure if it does that.
There's definitely a
It
range on it.
There's 100% probably a range.
Let me check on Gene Bean.
I'd imagine it's probably either 5 or 10.
I was going to say you either have to move up one or you
It's
don't.
10.
It's 10. Okay, you're good. You don't have to move.
Yeah. So 23
Commander
for
strike? I don't-
16.
It
Oh, wait,
just
no,
says
that's
one of your
direct
allies.
strike.
That's what
Yeah,
you've
it
written
doesn't have
down.
a
Does it
range.
not have a range on it?
It does not.
That's very weird.
Yeah, the at will power does not have a range. No.
What the fuck?
Yeah, wow. Doesn't have a range.
What?
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
doesn't have a range.
It's none. Not even on the main like super database of the everything.
Wait, no, it does have a range. It has a range of melee weapon.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the one where you have
What?
to bonk them.
What?
Direct the
that's-
strike.
Command or
One of
strike?
your allies can take a free action.
Yeah,
to
no, but look up. There is a range next to standard action, the same
Yeah.
place it is on every other power.
Oh,
There's a
yeah,
range of melee
melee
weapon.
weapon.
Oh.
So then you have to be like right
Yeah,
next
you
to me
need
to
to
do
be.
it.
You need to be next to her.
Oh.
You need to be next to the
Damn.
target,
Okay.
actually.
Next to the target. Is next to the target.
Yeah. Because again, read the power.
Oh,
One of your
okay,
allies
okay,
can
I see what
take
you're
a
saying.
Yeah,
So
free
you have to
action
be
to
like,
I thought
make.
I thought melee weapon referred to the ally. You're right. Yes, you actually do
Me
need to
too.
be.
I mean, you
It's
still
useful
have
for
plenty of space to
flanking,
get
though.
up there. Like,
Yeah,
you
you can
got
do.
room to get
Yeah.
up there.
Direct the strike is the ranged one, but that one
Yeah.
doesn't give bonus damage.
Right.
Fair enough.
I mean,
I've been using this power the whole all wrong last time.
Yep.
but the bonus of direct strike is that you're not in melee. You can direct anyone to do it.
Yep.
Alrighty. Julia.
Okay. So I'm going to
Speed.
and I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to take a swing.
Okie dokie. Okay.
And sneak attack. Where are you?
Ooh, bad sneak attack.
20 damage.
Okay, sneak attack. Not the worst.
Pretty good, not bad. Vernix.
Well, there's a huge pile of people right over here. I think you all know what time it is.
Magic weapon. I forgot how fucking good this fucking party's composition is. And it surprises me every time. That's a hit.
Bonk.
410. All of you get a juicy boost.
Nice.
And it gets -1 AC until my next turn.
Yep, I forget, is the bloodied you or them?
Me.
Okay, good.
It just does so much.
Yes, it's so good.
Bonk.
Oh no, the last thing is herb racial, I think.
Yeah, the last thing is feat. Or
Well, I mean,
not a
still,
feat, familiar.
I mean, still,
Technically a
it's
feat, but
Stromolphus' goodness.
I wasn't even talking about the blade. It just does so much, like -1
Yeah.
AC, +1 to.
no, the -1 AC is
Oh,
a
right, right.
feat.
It's,
Yep.
-1 AC is a feat. Okay.
But still, it's the +1. It benefits from its own +1, and then gives everybody else +1 and +3 damage.
Wait, so it
It's
gives it a
nice.
-1 and gives us a +1 in addition? Like it does both?
No, my feat, the like White Lotus thing, makes it so when I hit someone with an at will, their corresponding defensive stat is reduced by 1. And then magic weapon gets its own +1 to hit when I attack.
Oh, okay, okay.
So like I also get the extra +1 to
Right,
attack.
right. I see what you're saying. I get you
Oops,
now.
is being
Yeah.
Dodge.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. 11 misses pretty much anyone. Or this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna hit Arena.
For a 25, yeah, that'll
Yeah.
well, that'll probably do.
It's a pretty decent attack roll.
15 damage.
Ow. Fortunately, I'm not a tiefling in this game, so I can't just slap you for it.
Zap me back.
However, I can do this. But
Oh, okay, yeah, go for it before I move this lad. Alas, really, it's hard to tell. Look at this thing. Hard to say.
You can't really tell until you look at like a
Yeah,
Kobold's
you gotta lift the tail and check the cloaca. All right, you successfully abandoned Vernix.
excellent.
Yay.
24 to hit you.
Ow.
19 damage.
Ow.
See, I wouldn't have wanted that to hit me.
Yeah,
True.
true.
Lizet.
I'm not doing so hot.
Let's see here. I think the rest of the party probably has this one covered. It might be
Yeah,
better for me
yeah,
to just
yeah, yeah.
shift down and yeah. All right, move action, shift down 1.
Yep. Don't
Right,
have any
took
shift
a
punishes. No.
Let me just double check cleaving assault if it needs to be the target next to him or if it needs to be like next to me.
Give me that chunk
One
of my
enemy
butt
adjacent
back.
to me. Okay.
Yeah, cleaving
Um,
assault, you just whack 2 dudes as long as they're touching. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, you hit one and then just do flat damage to another. Amazing for popping
So-
minions.
Yeah, so long as they're touching my adjacent squares.
Mm-hmm.
Which one to hit? Which one to hit? Let's try and hit this one, I guess.
Sure.
So, basic attack. That'll miss.
Miss.
Well, I mean, I can't do anything else.
Okie pokey. Alright, go Blackguard. Let's see if you can use the ambusher power. Free action during a charge to jump up to 8 squares in place of moving normally. If it does so and hits, the target falls prone in addition to the attack's results.
Oh,
Spicy.
Horrifying.
Alright, let's go here and then we'll do a bounding leap charge. Hi.
This.
Okay.
Where did you
he's
find
doing
Tristan?
a heckin' Artorias jump.
Hell yeah. Move and charge.
Okay.
And we will use the clubs. Then yeah, you see up close this guy's features are exceptionally gaunt. His fingies are pretty long underneath the gloves, and their nails are poking like straight through the leather gauntlets. He does not draw the great sword that's resting on his back.
I think we'd probably prefer him to use that.
You would probably
Maybe.
prefer him to use the great sword because, you know,
Cool paralysis.
Cool glass.
That will
I
miss.
think though an 18 certainly misses you.
Yeah, 18 definitely misses.
A shame. Proning you and grabbing you would have been fucking rough.
Yeah, it would have.
Nasty.
Alright, Maya, what buttons have we got to hit here? Fucking...
That's pretty good.
Oh, I missed the target. You know what? AP, reroll.
He.
That's pretty good.
Alright.
Nice.
She was just going to soften this one up to guarantee a kill with the second hit. Instead, it's, you know, kaput.
I mean, honestly, probably better.
Ballsy lady, and then ghouly boss man. 24 versus their reflex certainly hits, but only for 15 damage instead of a goddamned wicked 24.
Mhm.
God, look at how highly she rolled the single target version of that attack.
Yeah.
I know.
Damn.
She could have done just 26 to the boss,
Almost
but wanted to
maximum.
split so badly.
Ah.
Oh well, Reynir,
I
you're
mean,
up.
She took one off the turn order, so you know that's
She did,
very
she
good.
did. That's very useful.
It is. Is it worth using a daily power in this fight? Because I could do something really quite funny.
I mean,
you
it's
said
funny you should
funny,
do it.
so yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Do it.
there's you already knew the answer when
Boop.
you said it was funny.
Boop. I
Oh, armor back is
teleport into all of these guys and then armor up so that they all take a shitload of damage.
Ghouls, how do you feel about cold? Fuck, no resistance. I was
Also,
really
full
hoping, but no.
fire, which
no.
is full. Effectively back to full health.
Functionally.
Yay.
Cool.
Alright. This ghoul does not start that close and would like to tell you to fuck yourself.
Fair enough, I suppose. I honestly forgot he was there.
Yep. 19?
Let me
To
see.
hit?
Yep, that hits exactly.
Forking
It
it.
is. Okay. Could have been worse.
astoundingly low damage.
Could have been a lot worse.
Could have
Yep.
been, yeah.
That's a fuckload
Okay.
of damage.
They are like really spooky for brutes, but hey,
They are,
I
yeah.
have faith in this run. I was like, that doesn't seem like many enemies for this size of party, but no, it seems to be. This was
It's
working pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
Sten.
All right, I'm gonna start with an inspiring word on Vernix.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not as good a heal as say
We can't all be Menelaus or
Menelaus,
Thyran.
but
Yeah.
Menelaus is disgusting heals.
yeah. So let's scoop down here, and then I'm gonna take a brash assault.
That's a spooky plan.
Interesting play. Okay. Interesting plan. Okay.
They
I
can
get
make
they'll
a bit.
Oh, making a swing against you in this situation, you're at full health. Sure, it's going to take a fucking shot at you.
It also gets combat advantage for the attack.
Yep, just put the 2 in this attack roll. 24 to hit you.
Yeah.
18 damage.
All right.
All right,
Rudy.
and then pick someone to swing it at.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go with Savin.
Oh wait,
And then
it
also,
took a
hang
swing. It took a swing, so I could do Battle
Yes.
Guardian, don't I?
Yes, yeah, your Battle Guardian does come out.
And also.
Oh.
One ally within 5 squares can move in.
Is your Brash Assault
Julia,
count as a Basic Melee? Oh, I know, it triggers an enemy hitting you. Yeah, okay, fuck. This is a hilarious mess of swings. all of a
4E
sudden.
is 4E, guys. We're 4Eing all over the place.
I love it.
Bonk, bonk.
I love it. This is what I wanted to see.
So
Hell
Julia,
yeah.
if you want to get in here too.
Which is the triggering enemy
the
if I have to
one-
move towards that
The
one?
one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, the
you
only
can
one
come
I'm
around
melee
and
with.
flank with Sten to get it.
Yeah, that's fine. I shall move down there then. I just wanted to be sure. I didn't want it to like, oh no, move here. Like an idiot.
All right. Also, you know, Sten, you do get to swing at it with a melee basic if
Yes,
you're
I
in.
was about to.
Oh,
I was just,
Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So we have the Resplendent Blade. Unfortunately,
It's a
misses. A shame
16.
because that's a 16. No, it does not hit.
really?
Wait.
Brute?
You are close.
It's
you are
a
close.
it's a 17.
Okay.
It's a 7. Then a 17 is a
Okay.
hit.
'Cause-
You did
right,
it.
magic weapon, of
Magic
course.
weapon.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I gotta add 3s to all of this
Yay.
too. Oh
Yep.
no, that's spooky. Okay.
I love playing this Warlord, man.
Alright, so 8 plus 3 plus 18 plus 3 plus 8 plus 3 plus 11 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3. 67 damage that turn.
What the? Oh,
Way to go,
don't forget
Sten.
my
poor Kobold.
Resplendent Blade is radiant damage if that matters for a ghoul, which it probably does.
Vulnerable 5 radiant. You destroy it,
Excellent.
I think. Wait, -5. No, you're so close.
Oh,
Also,
so
you do
close.
get your resplendent damage, which is another 8, sorry, radiant damage to the adjacent one.
Nice. Wouldn't it be 9? Because vulnerable 5?
Yeah, radiant.
Strength mod. Oh no, I was reading the strength mod thing. Sorry, your one's the number above
Yes.
that one. Yes, my bad.
I love doing that.
That was the 4iest thing that's ever.
You can deal
4E'd.
this damage, this extra damage only once per turn. You've already done it.
Well, no. Oh, sorry.
Oh, turn. Sorry, yes,
Yes,
not
turn.
there.
Turn that around.
Dead.
Haha.
Fucking incredible job. Sten, you took a hit for it. A pretty hard hit. But
Yes,
I think the resulting Dark Souls
It was
PvP
worth
of you
it.
and the entire party piling on it was pretty fucking spectacular. And Magic Weapon was a force multiplier of
I just did a casual, like, yeah.
18 more damage.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a lot of instances of damage. You fucking destroyed
Wow. God, I love this
it.
game.
You took out a level 5
Yeah.
brute in
And this is why
a
Warlord
retaliatory
is the
attack.
best class.
Well, it is the
I
funnest.
love Warlord.
I was
I'm also loving Artificer.
Yeah, Artificer was also sick. I was low-key sad when the very first Darkest Dungeon team party comp didn't have Warlord in it, because they are my favorite, and they are the 4E-est of the 4E classes.
Hmm.
I just
I'm
love
so
this shit.
sad 5e doesn't have anything
Yup.
like remotely comparable.
Mike
Yeah, no,
Morales
there's
hates the
nothing that is
Warlord.
as fun as that. Yeah. But tell you what, now that Daze exists, maybe we'll start seeing powers that do
Yeah, I
that
hope
kind of
so.
like combat strike controller maneuver. That would be
Yeah.
fucking spicy as hell.
I'd love a better defender than the
Then just hoping they
Cavalier
choose to
fighter.
hit you.
Well, we do have sort of in Cavalier Fighter, but it's
Then you
like
have to be a cavalier.
tiny-
That's
like-
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so limited. Yes, Julia, you're up. I know you just
only got a
stabbed
few of
something
that
to
a day.
death, but I need you to try and stab another thing to death.
Oh, I just want to triple check. Okay, no, I read the thing correct. Okay, so I do go now. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So go-
Okay.
go rock and roll.
So
I love that fucking functionality.
to here, and I'm going to charge to here.
Yep.
Oh no, that's sneak attack.
I
Wrong
mean,
button.
hey, maybe if you hit, you'll get that sweet, sweet 11.
You know I won't now.
Hmm.
Nope.
That's a fucking hit.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hooray!
Yeah, that's a 20 to hit. Sorry, a 21 to hit because Vernix still
Mhm.
hasn't gone yet.
Wait, I don't think was
Oh no,
Julia
she was
in
no, she
range?
was not one of the
Yeah.
team adjacent. No.
She was over there.
Just a modest 24, I guess.
Yeah.
Vernix, you're up. And look, you've got so many adjacent friends.
Oh.
And suddenly this fucking ghoul blackguard looks really concerned.
He better, cause I'm gonna bonk him. Well, first,
Play save and take a peek and
let
work
me
out.
see.
Okay.
Tis good news.
Oh, good.
They're still kicking.
Who's still kicking?
Where
More.
she was
Oh,
in the
good.
hospital.
Did she go to the
Yeah.
hospital again?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm.
Let me make sure. Okay, that is a minor action. So first of all, Reynir, you can get. Wait, did all of your temp HP get used up by that
No, I
bonk?
don't think so.
How much do you have left?
3 or 4 points.
You got 14? And I hit you for like more than that, didn't I?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so
Oh yeah, you got bonked
yeah,
for.
okay, so I'm basically where I am. Still
Okay.
would appreciate a healing word considering there are undefended enemies next to me.
Not a healing word, but oh, I'm in Sirsha. That's why I can't find what I'm looking for. Pacha!
Restorative infusion.
Get 20
Holy
temp
Jeebus.
HPs.
Okay.
And if you don't end up needing them, they can go to somebody else.
Nice.
That's really cute. Wait, you can, like, the person who has those temporary hit points
Yep.
goes, yeah, I'm done with these now, and I've moved out the way. Can't attack. Have the rest of them as a minor action.
That's pretty
Yep.
great.
That's so cool.
Hey, I
God
switched to
damn
this
it.
one because I ended up never using the other utility power I had in any of the sessions with the last time.
Yeah.
So I
No,
switched to
that's...
this one.
God, I fucking love this game.
And then I will do the needful and bonk the reach over Lizet's shoulder to bonk Mr. Ghoulman with my quarterstaff.
Alrighty-o. Oh, yeah,
Ba
he's not like got a
bonk!
full defense bonus on him after he did all this shit.
Ooh, does an 18 hit him?
An 18? No.
Oh,
This guy
Womp.
is spry.
he's swifty.
He is mad swift. Unfortunately, no buffs for the entire party this time.
Sad times.
Looks like we've got one swing coming at Lizet. Do you have any powers we can do here? We can do the Ravenous Bite. That guy hasn't used his Ravenous Bite. The other one used their Ravenous Bite and then suffered for it immediately.
Yeah, he suffered pretty hard for it.
Well, no, actually, no. The one who did their Ravenous was the northmost one that you guys just sort of like casually tore apart. This one charged you across the lake and so did not get to use any of their fun buttons.
Oh boy.
And then I miss ya. Your guy.
Okay, I'll make my turn quick so I can get back to eating my steak.
Steak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love
so
steak.
let's see here. Should I try and hit this guy or should I just try and help finish off the brutes a little bit
Finish
more?
them off. Although you're already
right.
engaged, so I
Yeah, you
wouldn't-
can't get on that most weakened brute. That
Oh,
one
you're
is
right.
not
Yeah.
adjacent to
Yeah.
you.
All right, yep, that simplifies things. Just gonna swing on this guy then.
All right. What kind of steak have you got?
What do you mean?
Fucking
what kind?
A. You want to throw your battle power
Yeah,
on that?
yeah. So here's power strike. Here's giant power.
That's a good one.
Alrighty.
And
what's
the
the
cleaving assault does 3 to the guy here.
Yep. So that's just a cash 35 damage to the boss. Ow.
Womp.
Crunch. Also, remind me, what's your weapon's magic power? I think I've moved them all. There is a section in Amelie's collectors now that's the B team magic items. I think that's all the ones you guys have got.
So my
I'm
magic
the one
weapon
with the
doesn't.
Acris longsword.
So the magic.
There are two Acris weapons.
So the magic weapon doesn't actually do anything for me. It's just a magic weapon. It does have a power.
yeah, yeah,
The Cavern
it's got a
Explorer's
primal
one.
power. Yes, that's right. Yours
Yeah.
is that primal one that you're just using for the +1 battle axing this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a +1 battle axe, and I have an axe speed. What am I gonna do? Not use it?
Heck yeah.
Damn, unfortunately I was using the wrong weapon because when I drop an enemy to 0 hit points with my magic weapon, I
Yeah.
get a
Oh
healing
wait,
surge. But I was using
Julia,
the other one.
you
Whoops.
you could use this daily power and get a healing surge. When you drop an undead enemy to 0 hit points, gain 1 healing surge.
Nice.
So enjoy. You are overcapped.
Nice.
There's no rule that says you can't just have another healing surge. It does disappear if you long rest. But that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that should do it for me. I don't really have anything to do with my minor action.
Cool. Alright, Blackguard. So the Grabberoonie did not work out. I don't think I can use Mouthful of Flesh, unfortunately. Yeah, immobilized, stunned, or
15 out of 10.
unconscious.
Wow.
Damn it. God, Mouthful of Flesh is brutal. Holy shit.
Jeez.
I wish. Alright, gonna try and claw Lizet. Oh, yeah, that's right. You eat them well done. That still surprises me, but okay. To each their own.
Why does it surprise you?
As long as you don't eat it with ketchup.
No, what am I, an animal?
Exactly, thank you.
All right, that does hit.
All right, you're grabbed. At last, I hit you. Oh no. I guess I should just use his AP to mouthful of flesh. Wait, no, that's only yeah. Grab counts to mobilize, right?
No.
Why did they get this grab
Does
power and no way to immobilize, stun, or unconscious someone?
I'm just saying I don't know. I mean, I'm saying no out of just like I think it might not, but you know, whatever. Let's find out.
Oh, nope. Yep, the creature is
Grab.
Yeah,
immobilized.
Okay, cool. All right, mouthful of flesh. Boom, ba-doom. Boop, doo. 1d20 plus 12 plus AC.
Oh,
versus
you
your
meat.
AC. Ah, your
Ooh,
meat is mine. He takes
You
a big
not?
fucking honking bite out of you. He
Could you
gets some
not
steak.
though?
You are dazed. Save ends.
Ow.
Maya thinks this is a bad time for all, and so they should all enjoy a whole bunch of radiant damage.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see here. Is this enemies in a zone? Oh no, I just select 3. All right. Hand of Radiance, Hand of Radiance, Hand of Radiance. All hits, and all of them take 8 radiant damage. That was really, really clean.
Nice.
Way to go, girl. 13.
What are the
13.
odds?
Pretty low, actually. Pretty fucking low.
Yeah.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Do you have any miners to help you out? No, a wall of light would be a bad idea. It's just too much space. They'd get the fuck out of the way. Alright. Oh, right, yeah, she could have fucking channel divinitied. Oh, well. It's not the same as the other one. It's the Rebuke Undead, the one that does,
Yeah, we don't want to push all these guys away from our defender.
Yeah, you don't want to move these away and fuck them all up.
Yeah, that would not
The
be
dazing is cool, though. If she'd done that as the intro to the fight, then sure, but she didn't, and so it would have been a worst. Alright, Reynir.
Alright, well. Let's try and finish off Spoopy here.
Sure thing. L-Town's looking dazed, and this guy's like gnawing at her.
Alright, so we're gonna go with one of these. Boom.
Oh,
Ow? Oh, and you ruin it by teleporting him. And you... Oh, wait, you dropped him to 1 hit point.
Unfortunate.
Alright, pick a space adjacent to you. Unfortunate for him. He has 1 hit.
That is unfortunate for him.
You got a way to move that 1 around at all? Just make it gone?
Let me see real quick.
Oh, wait, that was Radiant. He's dead.
yeah.
Never mind.
oh yeah.
Of course, I
Yeah,
keep fucking
literally all
forgetting.
of my attacks are radiant except Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Zap. Alright. That was a job well done.
It is in fact one of the reasons why I like quickly like breeze read this to make sure it wasn't literally all undead to fight, but it is not, so we're okay. There is a large number of them, don't get me wrong, but it's not all undead,
All right.
thankfully.
And
Fine by
I'm
good.
going to then use my move action to shift.
All right. This ravenous ghoul turns around, then faces Julia.
Julia.
Julia, my flail.
Yeah, if there's ever a time to hit party members next to me, it's now. Although she's not next to me, so it doesn't matter.
No, just no. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking wail on him. And crit her.
Oh
That's
dear.
good. I'll take crit her.
no.
It's 16, 24, 28 damage on you. You are still standing because you're a very healthy meow. But sorry, Bang, that was quite the whack.
I mean, I hadn't been touched before, so, balances out.
Yeah.
that extra healing surge will come in handy.
Yeah, you're gonna
Mhm.
need that one. Sten.
Yeah.
Might have been very safe, but like this was a target-rich environment that keeps moving around.
Yep, I'm gonna move down here.
Alrighty.
It hasn't
And I'm
moved
gonna
around that
Commander
much.
Strike with Julia.
I mean, by 5 or 4 standards, any movement is a lot of movement once you get into melee.
Yeah.
Things tend to just sort of
Yeah, fair point, I guess.
condense.
They do. They squidge slowly in. You are now basically as collapsed in as it gets.
Oh,
They could move one step further in, but it would just be putting themselves on purpose next to a defender, which is a terrible idea. 19 is a hit.
Well, no, it's fine to be next to the defender right now because
Right
she's
now.
dazed.
For 15 damage. Kronk.
Look, you've seen my save rolls. You know I don't roll save rolls very
I
well.
mean, that is true.
And then Julia, it's your actual turn.
She can step into flank.
She can, and do a shifty to the righty. And flank spank. Bang!
Oh, sorry. I forgot to press
Yeah,
the button
now it's your
again.
actual turn. You can shift one to the right and get advantage too for sneakies.
I will do that.
Alright, rock and bunk. Alright, 11. Just don't roll like bottom of the barrel sneak. 8, you kill it. Unfortunately, the 8 crisp powers are daily, but you do kill another one.
Mhm.
Vernix. You're moving up?
Oh wait. I guess the
It's
defender's
pointlessly
dazed.
daring. You have reach.
I do, but I could have gotten
Oh,
friendo in the magic.
Step the
weapon
other
No,
way.
move
too.
in. Yeah, step right in. That way you have 3 people for it.
That's
True.
what I. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I meant.
yeah, go
but
for it.
you're dazed
You're
now,
dazed,
so I
so she
don't know
doesn't
if I
protect you.
want to. Yeah.
She does not protect you. Come on, get
On the
closer.
I'll go
other
the other way
Take
hand,
the
around.
danger.
though,
Do it.
I will just go over here so I can get Lizet and
That makes
Reynir
sense.
with the magic
Yeah, the
weapon.
guy who can make them hit instead of take a hit
Yeah.
on his turn is a good choice.
Sten does not need it as much as the other two. And we will try to bonk him. Ba-bonk! That's better.
That is a babonk. 7 damage, and you guys get your buff.
Yay.
Alright, it takes its turn, and I feel like it's gonna shift one and try and bite Sten.
All right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
They are easier to hit than even a dazed fighter,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
and much more likely to die. 21 versus your AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, 3d8 plus 4 damage. 19.
Oh,
Oh,
I am
damn it,
still
forgot
up.
Yeah.
yay!
Lizet.
Oh, I forgot my plate makes it so I take less damage. I'm gonna add back 2 because I know I've been hit at least once. But only that.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Start of my turn. Superior Will. First and foremost.
Good luck.
Combate.
All right.
Yay!
Julia, you passed a save. Disbelieve.
Superior will.
All right. Minor action. Shift on over. Flanking, of course.
Minor, or you mean make a move into a shift?
Right. Move into shift. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean there are definitely minor powers that let you shift to an adjacent enemy.
Right. In actual minor action, we'll switch to Battle Wrath then. Because
Smart.
it's
Just
just
one
adds
dude, and
plus-
you want to hit harder.
Because it
Okay,
adds 2
yeah.
more damage to my basic attack.
Fuck yeah.
And then basic attack.
Oh,
Never mind.
unfortunate. You too much battle wrath.
All right, well, that's
you
it for
have
me.
disadvantage to your next attack against it.
So I have combat disadvantage. Okay, minus 2,
Yep.
right? Okay. Well, go on.
All right, the blackguard is gone. Maev, I feel like she should walk up, rebuke, and stun it just so that it doesn't come back and hit Sten to death.
makes sense.
And she can position herself so pushes it next to Julia, actually. Wait, no, yeah, she just stand here where it can't get pushed back. It'll bump into Lizet and it'll
Yeah.
get
Oh,
dazed.
also on its last turn, it
20
should have
versus will
taken
totally.
that cold damage from my Armor of Agathos.
Oh, you're
But
right.
I've forgotten
Yes.
about this whole time.
Fuck yeah! Ow! 11 damage. Rolled it very spicy. All right, and then it takes 18 radiant, and it is dazed.
Oof. All right, let's see if I can finish it off. My other
Heck
use
yeah.
of Wield the Warp. Stabbo.
Fucking crunch. 15
Well,
damage. You drop it adjacent to
also
you.
Radiant, also Magic Weapon. So that's another 8 damage, I think.
All right, so that 1 hit point again. You do it yet again.
Okay.
But that does also mean that if you guys all just like chill and take a drink and stare at it, it'll die when its turn rolls around. to
Or
your
Sten
power.
can
So
just,
I think it's the end of the
cheerlead me
fight.
to stab it. Either way.
Yeah. Either or,
Uh,
you guys
yeah,
kind of.
Or you can revenge stab it, Sten.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I'm
can
gonna
run up
healing-
and bonk him.
I'm gonna inspiring word myself.
Understandable.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, eventually its turn rolls around and it dies. Crumble, crumble, icicle.
Crumble, crumble.
All right, do we have any
Crunch.
healing minor actions left in the party?
Yeah.
Yep, now would be the time to use them.
All right.
I can have one for Julia and one for Sten.
Yeah, it's probably better to
Didn't
put
you
them
already
on
use
those
one?
two.
I have not used any. I used my
Oh.
daily
Your
on
daily tempi.
Reynir. Biggie Tempe
I see.
Julia.
While you are healing people, that kobold will climb out of it and onto the rock again. They will grimace.
What the hell were those things?
Oh, they're
Undead,
both
it
the
looks
same.
like.
Yes, but why?
+4.
Villagers, once friends.
All right. What happened?
That is a long story. I will
Mm,
take you to the Iron Tooth. He can explain it better.
all right. Show me the way then.
Of course, my lady. She will look at the hide that she's been working on and roll and wrap it up. Once you have readied yourselves and recovered from the combat, I apologize for not helping, but I didn't want to. She gestures at her noodliness.
You are forgiven this time.
My thanks, lady. Yeah, she will after. She'll probably come back here and point out like the easiest route across the stream here. The mist makes it complicated, but I will assist you.
Thank you.
Can all wade through. Unfortunately, the rushing water jingles your cat's bell and she tries to fuck the river.
No, bad cat.
Whoa there.
Not now.
It's making me so wet.
Yes. All right, look at that. Two of you get some bigger healies, and then you can, if you need to, take a normal healing set.
Yeah, I did use Surge.
Okay. Correct. Okay. Go for a walk to the Kobold Village.
You know what's
To
really weird?
Kobold Village.
When I look at like the character bars as well, it's only the HP bar that
Mhm.
doesn't work. So like
Yep.
that blue bar and everything, it works. I don't know why it's only the HP bar.
Yeah, I've never seen Blue Bar fail.
Like, isn't that weird?
It is. It's tremendously weird. All right.
Interesting.
It's all darkness.
I can see nothing on this page except for myself and hit.
There we
and
go.
there we go.
There we go.
I just literally had
Yay.
to make sure everything was functioning. All right. The little kobold leads you into this realm. It's an uncomfortable, quiet walk on the way down. She will, at the very least, introduce herself as Netta.
Hey, this is where we'll eventually kill a orc
Pretty
barbarian
neat.
lady.
Oh yeah, this is
Ye-
that map, isn't it?
All right. As you approach this little village, you can see villagers in the streets. They're all going about their daily business or farming their little kobold-sized fields and pulling their little plows. But up close, this doesn't look especially normal. All of them look gaunt and unhealthy, almost like they were plague victims. Some of them have quite pallid scales or grayness to them, and there are very bleak expressions. Their eyes, when they look towards you, they travel from envious to pleading to hopeless. Some of them look hungry and they chew awkwardly on their claws as you pass. One of them even looks at you and then hurriedly just scoops up a fistful of dirt and shoves it into her mouth and chews hungrily, just never taking their eyes off of you. More disturbing still is the hush that hangs over this place. There's no grumbling or cursing or scampering. No neighbors talking or watching you or speaking up. The children are playing, but they're completely silent in their games. There's no laughter or crying. The only voice you can hear is coming from the village square. There is what appears to be a large skeleton kobold. They are dressed in finely worked leather and chain armor. They have a sword at their hip, and they appear to be giving directions to at least a couple of these village people. When the kobold notices your approach, they grin widely, or you suspect they are. Their face is always permanently grinning, and their iron teeth shine at you in the lamplight. Before they gesture you closer, you realize that this entire village is well and truly dead. Netta will look at you awkwardly and then lifts her jawline to reveal the same pallid gums and gestures at fingers that happened to be claws, sighing, "My apologies for the deception. We are all of us undead. Please allow me to introduce the Lord Geoffrey Irontooth."
Very well.
Hmm.
I have no care for if you're undead or not, so long as you do not try to eat me.
"It is a challenge." She pauses and scoops up a child who'd been staring too hungrily. It's an uncomfortable expression to see on a young kobold, for sure. And
Jeepers.
grimaces. "It is a battle every day. It is only thanks to Geoffrey Irontooth that we have managed to focus our effects on the pretense of living, at least."
All right then. Step forward over here. I take it you're Iron Tooth. I'm not motion looking towards the one that actually has iron teeth.
"Indeed I am. A pleasure, or it would be, were the circumstances not quite so grave." uh, that stopped being funny a while ago.
So, what has happened here?
That is a difficult matter. This village has existed here for a long time. A place to store a phoenix's heart. Under a shrine devoted to the Raven Queen. It was left behind by the curvaceous goddess's wingless messenger. Sometime before they disappeared with the Second Crusade, if our tablets are correct, of which they should be. Thankfully, the rock is well maintained. One of the continent's premier evils. We'll air quote with skeletal fingers. The ancient vampire, the consumer of dragons, arch traitor, Velthramar Dracul came through here. But only briefly. He did not spare this place a particularly long look. More worrisome was that a number of his cultists snuck in, seeking to take control of our village and the Phoenix Heart. A gift from the goddess in the hands of mere cultists. The thought of it sickens me. That it is, as we expect, a potent source of fire and life energy. They believe that it must be claimed to feed the Dark Lord's lieutenants that's power. He clicks his teeth and hisses. We were stupid for a time. We didn't realize them for what they were. They got to begin a ritual, one that they said would raise the Phoenix up at last from its sleep. Instead, the ritual, it intended to slay us and raise us as ghouls. And they succeeded, in part. But I would have no duty as their little murder bitch. I gathered together the villagers and we fought back against the cultists.
Good.
He pauses awkwardly. Ironically, the cultists had a route of escape of their own. The Shrine of the Phoenix's Heart. The undead can't approach the heart itself. They managed to hide from their own creation. Shakes his head and it makes a
Tragic.
disgusting clicking noise like an angry gay xylophone.
Are they still down there then?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
The
good.
head cultist stole the Phoenix's heart and placed it within his own chest. The
Really now?
savage.
Mm,
Yes,
Well, I'll just have to
You-
take it back from him.
indeed. He intends to master its fire and burn this whole village so that they can all leave, escape, and plunder this place, and leave with the heart in tow. His tail clicks. Honestly, we're lucky you came when you did. There probably isn't much time. He gestures down the road where a lone chapel lays. It's too small to contain anything. Likely it has inside a staircase that would lead it deeper in.
All right.
Unfortunately, if you wish to go into that chapel, you'll need a few things, and those have been taken by lieutenants.
Oh, all right. Where are they at then?
In the forests around the village. They mostly took up hunting homes as far as our scouts and my guard here. He points at the very thick ghoul kobold in a metal spiky armor has been able to locate. They took the wingless goddess's blade and her symbol and her cloak. Their power has admittedly waned over the years, but I suspect they will empower you in the fight to peel that bastard's heart free, not to mention open the door in the first place. We left that thing, propped aside for a time, so that we did not have to use these things all of, every entrance when we go into dust. You know how it gets.
Yes, I understand. Well, let us be off then and go get these relics so that we can go and take out the heart.
Very well. My guard can lead you to them, or Netta, should you prefer someone a little stealthier.
Either or. We're not stealthy that much
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
I've never felt the need to be stealthy myself, but, as I do.
Very well. One of my iron teeth will take you there, at least to, one of them. I apologize, but I cannot afford to loan him to you for the duration of your acquisition, knights and adventurers. In case the cultists try to break free, well, we're missing some of our largest muscle.
Oh, no, it's understandable.
Very well. Have you any questions?
None that I can think of at the moment.
Really? You come to an entire village full of ghouls and this just going to go do the questing thing. I understand. I appreciate it, frankly. It probably has a lot of very awkward personal questions otherwise.
Yes, you did say that we are on a bit of a time limit there, with the man trying to master his power.
He
The
nods.
sooner I can
like he
rip
clicks
that
when he
heart
does
out, the
so.
better.
Indeed.
Oh, then none of you were spared this fate?
No, no, I'm afraid not.
Oh.
We are all ghouls. Well, I am technically a ghoul, but I decided to. He gestures at the all of him, very skeletal. I prefer the honesty of our condition. I cannot hide what I am, and so I am trusted more as a result.
Fair.
Very well.
Yeah. Maev looks troubled by the all of this. I've never heard of a wingless messenger or wingless goddess at all, ever.
I don't know of it myself, but they did say it was to your god, so...
Jeffrey will put up a hand. At the Second Crusade. That's a long, long time ago.
Can I make an insight
right.
check?
Sure.
I'm not very good at it, but
Sure. What do you want to try and figure out here?
like, is he genuine when he's like talking about this wingless goddess?
It's clear that it's second-hand information. He likely has some
Ah.
records somewhere. Like he's not been alive for 800
Yeah.
years, I think it is. I can't remember how long ago the Second Crusade was. A very, very long time. He's probably like the 50th of his line.
Or at
Jeffrey,
least
son of
50th, let's
Jeffrey,
be
son of
honest.
Jeffrey, son of Jeffrey, son of Jeffrey, son of Jeffrey.
Let's be honest, their kobolds is at least 50, if not more.
Yeah.
Son of Magnus.
Son of Magnus. And then son of Jeffrey again. Magnus was an experiment, but we returned to the Jeffrey. Yeah, here you go. You now have a big ol' handout for the whole quest. Look at that. Ain't it
Cool.
great?
Great.
So you can
Ooh.
check it anytime you need a recap.
Neat.
You just have to imagine the Jeffrey voice.
Very neat.
Yeah. With that, though, I believe we're going to call this session to a smidgensies of an early closer.
Oh, okay.
Frankly, you guys
That's okay.
got here and cleared that faster than expected. Did really, really astoundingly well, considering
We're
I am
weren't
not just
expecting
giving
that
you.
smash.
I mean, yeah, no, that was fucking staggering, but also you had no troubles at all with the journey down either. Like,
Oh yeah, we all.
yeah, you nailed it.
Yep.
Handily.
Well
We
worth the
still got-
action point to make sure we did that.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys
Still
had
got plenty of time to fuck it up later.
exactly. Yeah, I don't have the other portion of this prepared. It admittedly doesn't take long because it's a pre-gen. It's all here, but I don't want to leave you guys like twiddling your thumbs for like 20 minutes while I do that.
Yeah, understandable.
Fair enough.
Well,
Well, shame about the Phoenix Heart. Looks like we're not going to be able to implant it in one of
Well,
us.
I mean, we could. We just have to probably kill the kobolds, but fuck them.
rip it out of the motherfucker first.
I mean, yeah, we have to rip it out. I mean, obviously we're going to rip
I mean,
it out. of the
also
guy
it
first.
depends on like whether we can. We'll have to talk with them afterwards, I guess.
Just have to rinse it off. It's still good. It's still good.
And you need to recite the magic incantation Kalimar.
Kalima.
No, wait, no, hold on. Guard, you don't rinse a Phoenix Heart off. You have to burn it so
Yeah, you
it
gotta
reforges
burn
itself.
it clean.
Burn it.
Burn them.
The holy Prometheum. Alrighty. Well, there is no EXP for this portion, and the magical loot will soon follow in the form of this mysterious arms symbol and
Loots.
clip.
A sword and
There
implement.
was actually a broadsword on the Ghoul Blackguard.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wasn't
Oh, yeah, there was a great
using
sword
it.
on
Yeah.
him.
It was actually meant to be a broadsword, sorry, not a great sword.
Ooh.
One-handed blade.
That's even better because none of us use two-handed weapons.
That is also true. Let us see here. It is one of the +1s. How lovely. Do, 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 do.
Save and remind me, do you use heavy
I
blades or
don't
do you use
use
light
either,
blades?
actually. My sword is a magical construct conjured up by a wand.
Ah. Okay.
Yay.
So I have really no interest in magic weapons.
Yes. I just assumed you were just using a sword since
Oh
you
yeah, no, I
mentioned
mean
swords.
I use a sword, but it is created by my wand,
just like a
which
magic one
doubles
made
for
from
both
stuff, yeah.
my implements and melee attacks.
Right.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, give me a D16, please.
One D16.
Mm-hmm.
13.
13. This sounds very hanky. Or not? What is this?
What
Oh,
is
wait,
it?
yeah. It is called the Vigilant Blade.
Okay, what does it do?
Let me present it for you. The Vigilant Blade. It also has the property that paladins and adventurers can use this weapon as an implement for paladin or avenger powers and paladin or avenger paragon powers. As a minor action, you can cast out Bright Light until you end it. And immediate reaction, you use this power when an ally adjacent to you isn't attacked by an enemy adjacent to you. You switch places with the ally, and the target grants combat advantage to you until the end of the next turn.
Kieran
That's
would
pretty
love to
good.
buy this off you,
Yeah.
I guess.
frankly.
Well,
It's
I'm
a
adding it.
+1 weapon.
Nope, she doesn't get it. It's to my golf bag.
Nope. We're not letting them switch gear. Because
It's
if,
true.
if,
Yeah.
'cause if Tis knew about that stuff, she'd be like, gimme.
But honestly, like that's
Overpower the whole party to take it.
I mean, like that's
Cool.
fantastic on the defender here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a broadsword.
Even makes it so I don't have to use sun rods anymore.
I mean, it's only 4 squares. A sunrod fucks for entirely
I mean, yeah,
different
sunrod.
reasons.
I mean, sun rod fucks for a very good reason, but like now I don't have to just use them every single time.
Yeah, to see.
Indeed.
Downside is I will be losing out on at least 3 damage with it because it is not an axe.
Yeah. That said, look at the fucking crit. A D8 fire and
Mhm.
radiant per plus.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
It also explains why the ghoul was not fucking using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will add it to my sheet and start using it, I guess.
There were other options such as the chainsaw sword, which is quite funny.
That would be pretty funny. Was a chainsaw sword do? What was its name?
This weapon deals 1 weapon extra damage to undead, but only half damage to constructs. When you roll a 1 with this weapon, you take ongoing 10 and a -2 penalty to attack rolls, save it ends both, because it is a series of rings and chains lining a blade. The chains begin to move on their own after full pulls of a loose string attached to the hilt.
Yeah.
Literally chainsaw, which is why it does an extra weapon
Chainsaw.
damage to undead, because of course it fucking does.
Well, yeah, because it's
Thanks,
Because
Zach.
it's groovy.
because it's like from like Ash and the Evil Dead. You can think about it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, it gives you an encounter power free action to add ongoing to a hit.
That's pretty good.
Fucking funny.
It's also really funny that like roll a 1, you take
It's
ongoing
pretty
10.
fucking funny.
Yep. That's just, there's also there's
There you go.
the needle gun that has a similar thing.
Yeah, there are a lot of funny ones. Yeah, level 4's got some hilarious weapons, and it's mostly from pre-gens out of Dungeon Magazine, pretty sure.
Oh no, the needler pistol's level 7.
All right. Well, if
That's
you're
what
watching
we
on the
do,
stream or
roll
YouTube,
1d10.
thanks for tuning in. And I suppose we'll see you next time. Well, then adios and do take care.